Hi everybody, it's
Hello.
Heather and
Nigel, hi.
yes, he is alive.
I am alive.
And we wanted to make this update for you so you would know that he is alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that we're doing all right, and kind of talk about some of the stuff that's been going on our end. We didn't want to leave you guys in suspense.
Yeah.
Because so many of you are so kind and concerned, and we wanted to make sure that we honored that by letting you know that we're doing all right. I mean, obviously things have been better, but
Understatement.
It's manageable.
Yeah.
Knocking on wood.
What happened was I was out with John, Heather's business partner. One of my friends down here in Athens offered me tickets to go see a college hockey game.
Oh, and side note, some of you may actually be talking to John now because I've taken a little bit of a back seat so I can stay home a little bit more and take care of Nigel while he's convalescing. So if you contact the help desk, there's a high chance that you might actually get to talk to John. And he's kind of getting a feel for the customer service. So make sure you say hi and, give him pointers if they're necessary because he's very receptive to that. But if you're wondering who this John guy is, that's who it is. He's my business partner and we're all friends.
Yeah. So anyway, we went out to the hockey game, and the weather was a lot colder than we dressed for, so we left a bit early. And on the way home, I was turning left in an intersection, and an SUV broadsided the car right in the driver's side door. So that hit me square in the hips and the legs.
Totaled the car, by the way.
Totaled the car.
Yeah.
But what happened was, essentially, that night, John got off completely scot-free. He was on the other side of the car. I took the full brunt of the hit, and my pelvis broke in 5 places. So I was carted off to a local hospital, and then because they thought it might be really serious, they took me up to Atlanta. And I was there for just under a couple weeks. It
was scary, by the way, when they were still figuring out what was wrong with him at the hospital here in Athens before they transferred him. Yeah. Because he was in shock. And he was shaking really badly, and he was kind of incoherent, and he was in a lot of pain.
Shaking like a leaf. I swear, this is not an exaggeration.
No, it was terrifying. I've never seen him like that.
Yeah, that wore off after a while, and then they gave me painkillers, and that was welcome.
They transferred him at like 3 a.m, so this went on for quite a while before they actually sent him to the hospital in Atlanta, and that was kind of a heck of a ride for you too, because he had a broken pelvis and they had to drive him up there. And it was, how long were you actually in the ambulance on the way up there?
I don't know. I think I passed out at some point, or I was medicated enough that I didn't care.
Yeah.
But every time they moved me, it hurt more than I've ever hurt before. Every time we went over a bump, I don't remember that. Every time they moved me onto a new bed or tried to get me onto something, it hurt more than I've ever hurt before in my life. It wasn't fun. They eventually got me settled down in a nice place in Atlanta, and I was healing quite well. I healed pretty darn fast. They've got a very good team up at the Atlanta hospital. I was
Atlanta Medical Center.
Atlanta Medical Center. I was ensconced in. And everyone's very friendly, and they took very good care of me.
How long were you in the ICU?
I don't know, Heather. I honestly don't recall.
I don't either. It all went by like a blur. But you were there for a hot minute.
Yeah. Well, I was out of.
Hold on, the bill will say.
Oh boy!
The bill will say.
So over here in it.
Where'd you put it?
Over here and all that stuff?
Yeah. You can go ahead. I'll
But yeah, the accident was on the 1st of February, and I got out of the hospital before Valentine's Day.
Yes.
So I was not in there 2 weeks, but I can't remember how long I was where because, pain, drugs, sleeping, lots of stuff like that. I didn't know where or when things were for a good portion of that time. A physiotherapy nurse come in, and she's very happy with my progress, and I'm healing up, and I'm doing well, thank you. No pain any longer, except if I put too much pressure on my left foot. But it's all healing up rather well. Thank you for your concern and your queries. Yes. Much appreciated. And yeah, I've got another week or two before I can really put weight on my left foot. So I'm getting about. I'm in a wheelchair at the moment. And there you go. Wheelchair at the moment, and I've got a walker for when I need to hobble around. So that's doing all right. Yeah.
Oh, and also we got a lovely plant.
Oh yeah, the plant
from our patron Linda.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah, you got it right there.
Yeah,
good stuff.
We've nicknamed it the Village Green Preservation Society.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of obsessed with old albums, and that's one that I really love. And I don't know, I just started singing it when it came in because it was just so happy.
Yeah, apart from this little show and tell, we usually keep it in the bedroom, so it's like one of the first things I see to cheer me up.
Yeah.
When I wake up.
Right around the time I ran out of money to stay in the hospital, or stay in the hotel adjacent to the hospital, is when they transferred you to the other room, and then the day after that I left.
Yeah.
So our memories are not really that great of this whole thing, just because it was like, woo!
No,
like, and you were on medicine.
I've got a really good excuse.
Yeah, he was on medicine the whole time, like hardcore.
They medicated me really well.
Yeah, to the point where, like, we made a little pact with each other that when he came home, we were not going to give him oxycodone because they sent him home with some.
No, they sent me home with a lot of strong stuff, and I think I've taken one of those.
It was the day he came home.
The day I came home.
And it was just because he got jostled so much in transit. I was like, well, you know what? That's what these are for.
Yeah.
So, but we've not, like, I actually called our primary care physician and I traded them in for something that was not quite as scary.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and that seems to be working okay.
Yeah, I'm not even taking the
tramadol.
Yeah, I'm not even taking that so much anymore. I just, if I'm having trouble sleeping or something like that because of discomfort, but most of the time I'm just getting by on leaves. So
yeah, because it wouldn't help anything if you just developed a nasty addiction on top of all this other crap.
No,
so we are looking out for that. Nurses and concerned folks out there who are watching this, we were very cognizant of that stuff before we ever even filled the prescription. So we're very cautious about this stuff.
We are being very careful.
Yeah, we're very square.
Need to
talk about how you feel emotionally.
Oh, how do I feel emotionally? I'm fine.
Say that without me prompting you.
I'm fine, thank you.
You are such a dude.
No. It's been eye-opening.
'Tis but a scratch.
'Tis but a scratch. I scratch your legs off. No, it isn't. But no, it's I'm feeling pretty much all right in and of myself. I feel stupid because of the accident, but it's going to happen, no matter what. But physically, I'm okay. Emotionally, Heather's been taking very good care of me, and I've been pushing myself a little bit more each day to do something a little new or more or bigger, like taking more steps with my walker or trying to roll over on my side sort of thing. A little bit more, push it just a little bit more every day without doing too much. And that along with Heather's care and the coconut milk has really, really helped. So. Oh,
and he's lost a ton of weight because I've been feeding him the Heather diet, the high protein, low carb, moderate fat diet that I've been on since my sleeve surgery, except I give him like twice the portion size because,
I'm bigger and have a full stomach.
He's a guy.
But
we want to prevent his muscles from atrophying, which is why high protein is a good call there.
Yeah.
How's that been going?
That's worked out very well. I'm now down to my lightest weight since I can't remember when. I'm actually lighter than I was back in my fencing days at university.
Which was when?
19.
That was in the 90s, in case you didn't catch that.
Yeah, so. we're talking a good 20. I want to say 3 years ago. I'm at my lowest weight in over 23 years. So.
Oh, what was the other? Oh, and about the rheumatoid arthritis. Has that caused any additional issues or? Has that been affected at all by this? No,
because there was a time when I'm not sure if this is normal or not, but if you the way it happened with me, I went into the hospital and I tried to get Heather to bring in my medicines,
methotrexate,
my methotrexate, my other medicines, and they didn't want me to take it. because, you know, that could be anything in there. She could be sneaking me, you know.
Stuff they're already giving you.
Yeah, so I missed out on a few doses, and that kind of affected my joints and my skin a bit. What you see, might not be able to tell, my eyes are a bit inflamed, but I'm working on that. Yeah, once I got back onto the usual medication, and it's slowly getting back. The skin still takes a bit of doing, but the joints are mostly back on track, so that's not too bad.
I figured I should ask that just because I know that that's not something that comes to the fore of your thoughts when you're talking about this stuff, because it's such a normal part of your day-to-day life. But we have a lot of people in our audience who have autoimmune disorders like eczema and rheumatoid, and I thought that that might be interesting information for them. Yeah. And if nothing else, they could just be like, dude, same, you know, or something like that.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I've been putting up with it for so long, I just forget about it now. How are you doing then, my sweet?
I'm doing all right. I'm holding up okay. It's been really busy for me because I'm still working at least 40 hours a week, but I'm used to working like a lot more than that. In case you guys haven't heard me give that spiel before, like I probably work from the moment I wake up until I go to bed most days, and I have not been doing that since this accident. I've been working, you know, closer to a 40-hour work week since then. And in that time, I've also been trying to take care of myself because, as many of you know, I sprained my ankle.
Yeah, that was a good couple of weeks before I had the accident.
My ankle was sprained when he had this happen. So when he went into the hospital, I'm like walking all over the hospital with my foot in a boot and walking all over downtown Atlanta with a foot in a boot. I couldn't even drive myself to Atlanta. I had to keep catching an Uber and like get a hotel, and downtown Atlanta is not cheap. No. And so, you know, I only had a little bit of a budget for cushion for this kind of thing, and when I ran out, I had to come home. But it was really rough, and at first I thought that all that walking around on my sprained ankle was what was causing my foot to take so long to heal, because it's still in pain. Like, it's been in ice all day. I actually had an x-ray, and I mean, my sprain occurred in late January, so this has been going on for a minute. And turns out I have arthritis, like osteoarthritis in my ankle because of a pre-existing injury that occurred when I was like almost 300 pounds. So
yeah, and we only just found that out today.
Yeah. So that's been a bit of a bummer.
So now we both have arthritis.
Woo! Except his is autoimmune and mine's the other flavor. So we've got all of our arthritic bases covered. Oh, middle age. What a joy.
We ain't getting old, missus. Proper job.
At least we're getting old together. That's a good thing.
Proper job.
Yeah. I think the only thing to me that was a really big hiccup was that our Valentine's Day got kind of hosed.
Oh boy, did Valentine's Day get hosed.
It got completely hosed because, you know, my foot was in a boot. He was stuck in bed with a broken pelvis. And that exact same day, my customer service manager left without any notice midway through her shift. So that was super fun. I was like, oh, cool. Like,
we can't have holidays.
No. Like, people like to ruin holidays for me. So yeah, I just kind of took that in stride and was like, well, all right, there's another thing to add to the list of stuff to tackle.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we've been...
But we're going to have to do a do-over of our Valentine's.
We will. We will do a do-over at some point.
You promise? Pinky promise?
Indeed.
Okay, so Valentine's Day for us is going to happen when we're both
ambulatory.
Better. Yes. But I think that's been it for now because we've been going on for several minutes at this point. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head. It's been, I'm just glad I got this chance to say hi to everyone and let everyone know who's been asking face to face what's been going on and how things are going, and just let you know what we've been up to. So
yeah, we're getting through it, and we'll keep you guys posted on it. But just know your prayers and your positivity and your kind wishes are incredibly appreciated.
Greatly appreciated.
Oh, it's such an epic mood lifter, and
it is just fantastic. It's very kind of you folks.
We're very grateful to all of you, and just know, like, we're adults. We're gonna keep trucking along and figuring this stuff out. So, you know, I hope that you guys don't feel burdened in any way by us talking to you about this. If anything, we just wanted to keep you informed like friends.
Yeah.
So thank you for your time.
Yes, indeed.
From both of us. And we wish you all the best. And we look forward to seeing you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Hi, it's me again. I just wanted to say before we let you go that if you would like to tip us via Patreon for any of the content that we've made in the past, this video, or any future content, please check us out on Patreon. The lowest tier that you can enter in at is just $2 a month, and that money goes directly towards helping us build a bigger, better set, get better lighting, and yeah, buy a lot of wigs so I can review them. Let's take a stroll, shall we? In full disclosure, I have PCOS, so I'm very acne prone. I figured I'm gonna display it kind of unfortunately loud and proud just because my sisters also go through this. And also because I was trying a new moisturizer called La Mer that is incredibly overpriced that just clogged all of my pores. So I don't recommend it if you're acne prone. I should have known that anyway. But anyhow, wigs. More wigs! Delightful. I don't know if you can see all those belle madame pieces there. I've got tons of them, folks. I've got the Nova, I've got Aurelia, I've got a whole bunch of them here. I've got new Raquel Welch stuff. That's what's on the stairs over here. I've got a ready for takeoff in Shaded Biscuit and unfiltered in Honey Ginger. I've also got the two new Envy pieces here, Carissa and what's this one down here? What's your name, friend? Let's see what this friend's name is. Her name is Juliet. I got so many wigs that I am like drowning in hair. Good problems if you like wigs. But anyway, I'm saving these up so that way when stuff settles down here, I've got loads of stuff to make content with. So if you would like to tip us for that and help us continue to up the quality of the content, maybe not so much the frequency. In fact, I'm kind of considering dialing it back so I can spend just a little bit more time making the videos better and give you more content than just, here's my hair, you know, inside of the cap, bye, which is what I tend to do. And I think that while that still has a place and I still want to keep that going, I'd like to get a little deeper with it. So if you are into that too, check out our Patreon and we look forward to seeing you there. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we will keep you posted on future events as things change. Bye-bye.